Could the iPhone SE4 be Apple's next big hit, or is it destined to miss the mark? Apple is preparing for its highly anticipated iPhone release in 2025, but it's not the iPhone 17 series. That's certainly on the horizon. While everyone's excited about Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge, Apple's got something else on the way: the iPhone SE4. It's been on the minds of budget-conscious Apple fans since 2023, and now it's almost here. This isn't your typical iPhone launch. It's a chance for Apple to deliver what budget buyers have been hoping for: a modern iPhone SE with thinner bezels and a design that feels fresh. While many of the key features are locked in, there's one major question that remains unanswered. The big question is to notch or not to notch. Industry expert Ross Young recently hinted that the iPhone SE4 will feature a notch similar to the iPhone 14. This has left many wondering, is this really the best choice for a budget device? Not everyone's thrilled with this news. Leaker Evan Blass, who had initially teased the possibility of a dynamic island design for the SE4, jokingly suggested he might need to issue refunds for his prediction after Young's update confirmed the notch is sticking around. So why would Apple choose a design that's been so widely debated? The answer might lie in their cost-cutting strategy. Apple is known for prioritizing profits, and while this decision might be a letdown for some, it's not entirely surprising. Still, it raises the question: is this the right move for Apple in the long run? So, what's the trade-off? Dynamic island or a lower price? Apple has its reasons for keeping the iPhone SE4's price in check. After all, the Apple tax is part of the deal, what you pay for when you own an iPhone, regardless of how much more you could get with an Android at a similar price. For those who still want the SE4, the real question is, will the notch and single rear camera turn potential buyers off, or will the attractive price point be enough to sway them? The iPhone SE3 started at $429, and the SE4 is expected to follow suit with a price of around $450. But what if Apple had priced it at $500 with a dynamic island and dual cameras? Now that would have set the tech world on fire. At $450, though, it might not have the same impact. Some may argue that a higher price for this budget phone was never on the cards, but consider the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max from last year. Those models didn't see a price hike despite their premium specs. Apple can afford to take risks when it wants to. With the SE4, though, it seems they've decided to play it safe. Looking at this from a long-term perspective, most buyers of budget phones like the SE tend to keep their devices for 4 to 5 years. But in 2029, owning a notched iPhone could feel outdated. Apple's decision to stick with a notch could cost them in the long run, especially if customers feel they've settled for less. What do you think? Will the iPhone SE4's design be a success, or will it fall short of expectations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.